Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I am Brian.
I am Joey.
I am Jazz.
Why did we do that like that?
I don't know. You start off like a...
Come on along, everybody. Oh, I didn't even tell him. This is episode 151 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel
It's
Travel
a
and Dirt.
palindrome.
What is that?
Same forwards and
151.
backwards.
Okay, yeah, nice. Come on along and spend the next hour or so with us talking about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bike packing, bike camping, our yearly highlights. That's a fun thing we're going to talk about tonight. Getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for the end of the year, or just playing bikes. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm okay.
Joe, you've been quiet. Jesse even commented in the pre-show that you're very quiet.
I'm tired.
You were focused on your chicken. Joe, you made fantastic chicken for dinner. I don't know how you do it, but you do make some of the crispiest, juiciest, best chicken thighs in your air fryer that I've had. And that's, I eat a lot of chicken.
The trick is to use live chickens.
Oh, my God.
I didn't even check levels. We just dove right into the podcast. I hope everybody can hear us okay. So as you guys know, it's late December. Today's longest day. December
It 21st.
Feels like it
Shortest
too.
day. Shortest day. Yes, excuse me.
Oh, it
Shortest.
feels like the
Feels like
longest.
the
It's the longest night.
It's the longest miserable night. Yeah. But you know what? It's also too late now to buy anything as a Christmas gift. But
Online.
yeah, but it is the season to spend those Visa gift cards you got from your special person that
Stimulate the
knows
economy.
you well. And where should you spend those little love tokens? That's right, Cutaway USA. Cutaway USA offers premium cycling apparel born in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Cutaway is an industry leader using innovative fabrics combined with clean, bold design. You're laughing at me over there, but that was
I am
pretty
chuckling.
smooth.
That was
smooth. Make sure to visit their website to see all the jerseys, bibs, neck gaiters, and other cycling apparel and gear. Check their website out at Cutaway USA. And when you reach the checkout, use the discount code GRAVEL15 to take 15% off your entire order. That is an offer that is a special discount just for our listeners, and I sure hope it's still active. I sure
You never know.
do.
You never know until you try.
You never know. Just try it. Just try it, and hopefully it is still a good thing. So, what are you drinking over there, Joey? Because Jess and I are in training mode.
We are in training mode.
For Croatan, and which is how many days away?
83 or something like that.
It's less than 3 months
less
now.
than 3 months.
All you Croataners. What do you got, Joey? What you drinking?
I got Bacardi 151.
Lighting it on fire, doing fire shots?
No, I have Victory, that Storm King Imperial Stout. It's that 10%er, 9.1.
You're being real quiet waiting for that to kick in, aren't you?
I'm waiting for something else to kick in. No, I just have this.
That explains quiet, Joey.
We've been adjusting to life with the puppy. So we were used to Max sleeping in and
Now, sleeping in was 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
sleeping in with Blake is 4:30.
Yeah.
But you get up that early anyway.
I do, and that's the hardest part is Max would sleep through it and Joey would sleep through it. But now Blake gets up with me.
Oh.
So
Except for Saturday, Sunday, it's still Saturday, Sunday, and Blake won't sleep in.
yeah. So we've been adjusting to life with a puppy. We've, had Max and he was older and he didn't get up as quickly as Blake does. But once you move, Blake is ready to get up.
And then he goes back to sleep.
But then you're up and you can't go back to sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
tough. I know how that works. It's like everybody's got their little thing like that, I think, in life. We've got one too. So I picked up my beautiful Otso bike. We blew up the internet with all those pictures, Joey.
We blew it up.
You took some fantastic. Absolutely.
Those were in the full. Well, you already posted them, so I didn't say anything. I want to take like pictures, but
Well, those weren't they?
they were phone pictures.
Dude, those were ridiculously good pictures. For just, I mean, don't short yourself. I mean, the best camera is the one you got.
I didn't have a manual to take pictures.
You should have read the
Lord.
manual for the
Yeah.
camera before you
Oh,
used
Lord.
it. Yeah, but it is a gorgeous bike. I cannot thank you enough for the little bit of blood, sweat, and magic
There's
that
blood in there.
you put into that. I am so happy. Now that bike, it does. I thought I knew how comfortable a bike could be. I was wrong. That bike is a dream to ride. It is. I think it's a combination of the frame, the tires, the red shift, the bar tape. I think all of those things put together, pretty fantastic ride. So I'm excited to see what it's going to do and how it's going to perform on gravel. Although the first day I rode it, I did bring it down here and do Dow Road. So I did all the little gravel down here across from you. They caused that? Is that what the no, you don't mix that. So I was very excited about it. I'm just very excited
Nice.
about
That's
my bike.
awesome. You should be.
I keep pulling up the pictures on my phone and looking at them. I look at baby pictures and then I look at bike
Oh my
pictures.
God.
I look at baby pictures and then I look at bike pictures. So I'm pretty pathetic right now. That's all I've been doing. What is going on? I'm
I'm
Joey.
looking at Redshift real quick.
So-
remind me to look it up.
Yeah.
Inventory.
Do you stock those or do you just get them as people need?
Well, I
them?
haven't been able to because of COVID. So,
What is going on in your world, Joey, in the bike shop?
the holidays.
You
We're
guys been busy?
slammed this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, we've been rolling through e-bikes
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 Friday, Saturday, or
Wow.
Saturday. Like all, they were all throughout the week, just picked, all pickups and stuff. You don't just give out an e-bike. Well, you can, but you're not a good bike shop.
Yeah.
You go over everything. We had a customer get a shop. We found him on Diverge somewhere else, Northern Virginia or somewhere, and he brought it in today. They didn't go over crap with him, which is horrible. He's an older gentleman.
So they didn't introduce
Didn't
him to
do
the
anything. They're like, "Oh, you want to buy it? Here you go."
Huh.
So we walked him through it just like he was here. I mean, he's a good customer of ours, but they didn't adjust his seat. They didn't show him how to use through axles, how to do anything. Set him up with cages. I'm like, geez.
Not all bike shops are created equal. See,
Not all bike shops
and
are
I'm not saying
created
we do it
equal.
the best. There's definitely better. We're learning, but yeah, you send an e-bike out and you usually
that's the
spend
right
time
attitude,
with them.
though, and that's what sets it apart. I think the right attitude is that there's always something to learn, and there's always something
Eventually,
to then hand off to the customer.
I will know it all.
Well,
Maybe
then
next week.
the day I know it all is the day I want to find something else to do. How boring
True.
would that be?
Yeah, it takes a little bit to do a handover on an e-bike, but hey, the people are happy. They're all older couples,
Yeah,
which is
so
great.
they're buying them in pairs.
No, the two of the cruisers, $4,000 or $5,000 bikes, husbands bought for their wives for Christmas.
Nice.
Oh, that's so nice.
I got Jess one.
No.
I got her a bike, but they said it'd be here in May now.
We all know what Jess wants for Christmas.
Peloton treadmill.
I saw Santa today, and I sent the picture, and literally within 15 seconds, I got a text back from Jess. It's like, did he have a Peloton treadmill in his car?
Told you just buy
Something
it.
like that. I don't know. It was funny. It was funny.
My students are they find it very cool to ask, like, what are you asking for Christmas, Miss Sikorsky? So when Joey texts me, I'm like, is there a Peloton treadmill? I type it into my phone and I say it, and the kids laugh.
I didn't look under the tree. Is there a big box? under there?
No, there is no big
no.
box.
We need countertops first.
We need countertops. We should save some money,
Anyway, I think that's about it.
Yeah. Dynaplugs, you still got supply?
Yeah, we've been going through a few.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's been a busy weekend. We went through all kinds of stuff. I probably didn't restock all the right stuff when I
sure you
ordered
did.
this week, but hey, it's the last few days.
Got any Ridge Supply socks left?
We got a few. Actually, I didn't order in time for the holidays, so I put it off because I just don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
We have socks left, just not a whole lot.
Yeah.
So we have all kinds of stuff for people. People coming in and get little knickknacks, patty wags.
You got a lot of bikes
give
in
my
the
dog
shop.
a bone while they're there.
Yeah, you got a lot of bikes in the shop.
We're going through them too. We just keep building more.
Now, I want to ask Jeff. First, I'm going to ask Joey
When I'm getting the new bike.
what Jess's big news is that she heard. I don't know if you heard that today, but we need to give her a little bit of applause for being named the Teacher of the Year.
Oh yeah.
I was giving you all the opportunities there,
It's
Joey,
okay,
to
it's
run
okay.
with it.
I don't know what you're doing with it.
It's okay. It's been a little stressor because they like announced it on the loudspeaker. It's like a big thing at our school. So it's like nerve wracking, right? So it's been a little bit of stressor, but it's also super important for me to show my students that you can have an eating disorder, you can go to talk therapy, and you can still accomplish really big things. So don't just think because you have a mental health illness or because you are limited in some stature that you can't do some good things.
So you shared all that with your students.
I have, absolutely.
Wow.
There is
That's awesome.
I guess a third. I mean, I don't know. You teach when you teach. You know you're. I see those kids for longer than I see Joey each day, mostly. So they become like my little community, my little family, and you shouldn't give up just because you have some limitations right now.
Push through.
So exactly. So
That's what I say when I got Drinker of the Year.
yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
push through.
Thank you.
I think that's
I was
fantastic.
going to tell people to donate $5 and then vote for the other lady, however, to St. Jude. But, we stuck it through. We stuck it through. So
Well, anything else going on in your world?
I started riding again because we have 81 days until Croatan.
I think it's
and
in the
I'm
70s now.
Oh, good grief.
I think it's in the 70s now.
Oh, good grief.
Since
So,
this podcast has started, we're going to...
It's just dwindling down. No, so I keep riding. I'm on the Peloton in the mornings. Blake is the only difference. We used to be able to, Max would sleep and I would get up, do my thing, drink my coffee. And Blake is a little bit different. He wants to be up. He wants to be going.
And Jess slept in all weekend.
I did sleep in all weekend. So Joey's been taking the 4:30 wake up. So
Well,
we'll switch it.
Nice.
It's like we have a little baby. But
I hope not.
he's a little furry. So
I like the hairy babies.
a little furry baby.
a little fur baby. But
He's so good.
He's the fur child.
I absolutely love getting my Blake hugs because he does. He wraps his paws around you and gives you a hug.
he gives you a hug, and that's
And-
what it's not like jumping on you, like I'm
No.
gonna tear you down. Like he just wants to hug you, and
Yeah.
then he just runs away.
He wraps his paws, and there's only one. You only get one.
Yeah.
And then it's like it's done. Like today when I came in, I had my hands full, and so he couldn't actually really kind of give me my hug, and I missed it. I need to actually start setting my stuff outside when I come in, and then go back
and get
out
your
and
Blake
it.
hug.
I got to get my Blake hug. So I thought, folks, this would be a great time here at the end of the year. I want to go through our Patreon folks and give them all shout outs. You think that's I've got our list of
Do it.
Patreons.
I love it.
Okay. Jonathan Milton from over in Great Britain. He's in Aberdeen.
Oh, you're gonna expose people.
Should I not do that?
No, I don't care.
Okay. Keith from Bellevue, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, you should just do the names.
Okay. MC Schmidt, Eddie Pliers, Daniel Beard, H. Jess George, Chris Rowland, William Pack, Travis Olson, Jesse Piccolo, Lars Johansson, Marcus, Andrew Marzano, Don Holler, Pat over at Lulaika Waika Hundo, Gary Turner, Tom King, Matthew Kuntz, Gary Butcher, Kurt Congdon, Gary Schmidt, Chris Howell, Ted Redmer, and Matt, and Casey. Casey's my daughter. So she actually still gives us $2 a month. Thank you, Casey.
That's Matt Kuhn from Unpaved.
Okay.
Mike, is that Mike Kuhn or Matt?
It's just Matt from Pittsburgh.
Oh, never mind. I thought you said Mike Kuhn.
Nope. There's Matt from Pittsburgh, and I got no last name on that one.
Sorry.
Philly Ted Jones, Dave Brink, Phil Smith, Daniel Wells, Alex Forte, Gabriel Murray, Jerry Porter, Larry Paris, Tom Stewart, Ron Hickman, Pete Gissener, James the Biker from up in Wisconsin.
Ah.
Yeah.
Not James the Cheese Man.
And Eric Baker, who was our very first Patreon patron.
Wow.
So thank you all very much for your continued support. If you have been a Patreon in the past, thank you as well. We understand things come and go, and hey, just listening to the podcast is all the thanks we really need. But we sure do appreciate the financial support, because next week we're going to put a new board into the mix.
And it's not Monopoly.
I'm very excited about that, because I'm hoping to make my life a little easier. Yes.
I did buy Monopoly yesterday.
Did you really?
I would set it up in the third floor. Just keep the game rolling forever.
Nice. Are you serious?
We are. It's sitting right behind you, right now on the stairs.
Yeah,
You got a table up there, chairs.
Ever going Monopoly game.
Because we watch a little bit too much TV after dinner.
Okay.
So we get done with dinner, we watch TV for a little bit, and then we go to bed, so we're going to mix it up a little bit.
You know what I find is good for that? Puzzles. This is the time of the year for puzzles. You set up a puzzle on a table.
I heard a puzzle Max for Christmas last year. It's still in the box.
See, puzzles are a lot of fun, because you set it out and then you just walk by and, spend like 5 or 10 minutes kind of messing with the puzzle, and you move along. It's not like a thing you have to...
We're 30. We're in our 30s.
My mom likes puzzles.
Yeah.
If that helps you out with your...
Oh, man.
She's 63. She's going to be 34 this year.
Harsh.
Give us at least a little bit.
Harsh. Okay, all right. Right into the heels of that, I want to... This is kind of like a crazy year-end kind of wrap-up episode, but last year we got a Christmas poem from Keith from Have Bike Will Gravel, and I actually did it on a video.
You should TikTok it.
I should. Well, I did it on a video. I think I put it on Instagram or Facebook or something last year. Yeah. But I want to actually put it in the podcast, because a lot of people may have missed that. So this is, and it's long, but Jess, you have not, as I started to read this, you have not heard this, right?
I have not, nor have I heard of some of these bike parts, however.
Okay. So I'm going to do a recitation.
An ode?
An ode, yes. The night before Gravelmas. 'Twas the night before Gravelmas, and all through the trails every tire was spinning despite Strava fails. The derailleurs were hung on the chainstays with care, in hopes the rear dropout can handle the wear. We listeners are nestled all snug on our seats as visions of group sets churn neath our feet. Our bikes by the door, our kits on our backs, ready to ride and lay down some tracks. When in from the bike shops, we received such a shock. New toys, gear, and parts, but with restricted stock. That's still appropriate here. That was last year in COVID. Away to the bike shop, we ride like a flash, just hoping to score some of that limited stash. This COVID BS and this terrible year give way to a hope for churning some gear. When do our wondering eyes do we hear but Brian and Joey delivering graveling cheer? With a wink and a nod and a clink to old Dave, we're reminded of the fun of PA unpaved. We also got news of other great rides, so many to list, called out with pride. Croatan buck 50, Rothrock gravel wow, Lou Leica Waika Hundo, Dirty Kitten meow. To the end of the feed, we all push this cast. Now where are our stickers? Kidding, had to ask. If tubeless tires leak, is it stands or orange seal, regardless of which our tires won't squeal. So up to the trailhead, we're ready to ride. A new redshift stem, will this gizmo fly? And then in a segment we hear on the show, a tech tip from Joey. He's in the know. We haven't done that in a while. We should get back to tech tips, Joey. No? Okay. Shaking his head now. And Brian will ramble, about fishing and stuff, but it goes back to biking, which is never enough. And wrapping things up with a guest for a chat, a meandering game of this or that. There's bottles or beer or whiskey in cups. We still all miss Wes mucking things up. And anything else before we shut this thing down? Mid-Atlantic GTD, the best podcast around.
Wow, that was so nice.
Isn't that clever?
That is clever.
Clever. It's a nice little...
Clever, Clyde.
We have a Christmas tradition now, Joey. We'll have to read that every year before Christmas show. Yeah. I think it's fun. He did a great job.
We can sit around our fireplace that doesn't work and read this poem to each other.
Your fireplace doesn't work?
I don't know. Does it work?
It works.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it work?
It's just propane. I don't have propane.
Why don't you... your fireplace doesn't work because you don't have the
it works.
gas?
It's not full.
I got it.
So it doesn't work.
Okay. Maybe we should get that fixed.
Maybe, but...
Our tanks are expired, so I can only go to Sunoco after 5 o'clock and get it filled.
So we did get an email. Actually, it wasn't an email. It was a Strava comment from Ron, who commented on my post for episode 149, which was the Memphis Runabout. Why did you change that in the show notes?
Oh,
It was a follow-up to the episode post for 149. And Ron said this, enjoyed the podcast. Jess has been a great addition.
Oh, I thought that was carryover. I'm
No,
sorry.
No. I knew it looked like I knew what you were doing. But yeah, got a little comment saying thank you.
Wow, that's
And
so nice.
It is. It's nice. Joey, let's do Strava Club. What do you think? Joey's just been waiting over there for this.
All right. Well, this is the Scott episode.
Okay.
All right. Sean Scott from Chicago, Illinois with 310.3.
I think that was number 2.
No, that's number
2
one.
came up. Oh, no, I mean, it was like number 2.
No, it's number
the-
1 on my list.
Okay, gotcha.
I know what you mean. Tim Scott from Arizona with 136.9. And Michael Scott from Washington State with 114. No, it's Annie Belita from Washington State with 114.
I didn't even recognize that there was 2 last names of Scots on
I
the
went
list.
back and searched to look for a third.
Yeah, wasn't there?
No.
That would have been too
You needed
good.
a 102.9 to break into the top 100.
Nice.
And we were holding steady at 794 for our club members.
You get on that, folks.
Well,
Please.
maybe they already are. Strava.com/clubs/gravel travel dirt.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Good job, Sean, Annie, and Tim, and everybody else that puts in big miles to get on that list. Because if you think about it, the top 100 out of almost 800, that's a pretty big accomplishment. I think that's awesome. So congratulations to everybody. Jess, have you got questions that you've solicited?
I'm ready. I had some funny questions. One was from Joey's mom. The other was from you. I had some funny questions. But the one that really stuck out to me was, and this is a round table, so friends, I would like to hear your input on this question.
Taking control. I like that.
How do you stay motivated to run / use trainers / go to the gym when the weather is crappy? And I'm going to add to it when it's cold and when it's dark.
Okay. Who goes first?
Go ahead, Joey.
Oh, what?
Okay. How do you stay motivated, hon?
I told you I can't say that.
Oh, God.
But I don't know. I actually did this was my best winter in a long time.
Yeah.
It was the Dirty Kitten. I mean, what kept me motivated this year was Dirty Kitten, was Alex and Chris.
Yeah.
I mean, hands down, if I don't think they did that, I wouldn't have done my winter mileage.
Yeah.
That was fun. I know March tapered off a little bit, but life got very busy in March with the shop sale.
Well, that's also...
It's also, I got outside a good bit, but
Yeah.
no, I'm looking forward to Dirty Kitten again this year.
Yep.
It's just fun. I mean, we did those group rides. You guys all saw me half naked. It was just fun.
I
So,
agree.
I mean, that's simple.
No,
Plain and simple.
no.
and then
It's the more fun you have
I'm
training.
getting older,
So,
and
but
it is.
I didn't feel like for you it was competitive. A lot of people it was very competitive, but
No,
you,
I didn't
you-
do competitive. I just wanted to be.
It was participatory.
Yeah, that's all it was for me.
Yeah, it was just like
Someone switched my team, so I had to help.
Oh, Lord.
But I also,
Low.
I'm 31 now, so I don't. No one take this the wrong way about bodies and whatever. Anyway, when I was a lot younger, 10 years ago, I mean, it was really easy for me to like lose weight or like I'd get heavier in the winter, and then April comes around, bam, it's all off.
Mhm.
And as I get older, my metabolism
doesn't work that way.
so I
anymore.
need to focus on it a little better. Not that there's no problem with it, but I just want to be in shape, whatever shape I
Well,
look like.
You know, if you think about
Sorry,
it, so
Jessica.
like
No,
you're
you're fine.
getting ready to do.
I want to be active.
Well, you're not doing it, but you know we're getting ready to do Croatan. But we have events and things, and you want to be carrying as little weight on the bike as possible. It's not as possible, I think, is the key, because everybody's different with regard to what they can do and can't do. You know, time constraints.
Yeah.
Just your metabolism is different.
Yeah. Like
And
if I want to be ready for a ride in April, I used to be able to just wing it or get ready earlier, but no, I need to start thinking about it in January.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just,
And if folks, if you don't know what we're talking about, the Dirty Kitten Winter Training Series is something that Alex and Chris over at Dirty Kitten put on. This is the second year that they've done it. It's a virtual ride any bike anywhere kind of a thing, and there's challenges and there's monthly and weekly things, and As you were talking about, Joey, participatory. It's just fun to be a part of it with the Zwift rides. And I think a big part of it was, our little group had our Discord channel. So for all of the Dirty Kitten rides, we were on a Discord channel talking to each other, and it was a great way to connect.
Messenger groups.
Yeah.
I muted everyone on, but
I
muted a lot of stuff.
It was a lot of fun. It's a great way to kind of like stay in touch during the quote unquote off season. So for me, me to answer that question,
how do you stay motivated?
I wouldn't disagree. A step on the scale, but it's thinking about Croatan coming up in less than 3 months, and
you can't really go off a scale.
Yeah, it's true. But I mean, for me right now, I'm in a different place with my shoulder and trying to do PT and kind of rehab that shoulder. Being back in the pool has helped quite a bit, even though I've only been back in 2 weeks. I was talking to somebody today, and I was like, it's amazing how quickly, though, that you do something like that for so long, and it's like you get back and you think, oh my goodness, I'm going to have forgotten everything. I'm gonna run into the wall.
You didn't drown.
Yeah, I haven't drowned yet.
Unfortunately,
I almost did that first day I was back in the water, though. But it just didn't take long for the rhythm to come back. So you find something like that, I think, is helpful. I really do think some of my shoulder problems come from the fact that I'd gotten away from doing that, and I was doing that one thing, and I was kind of locked into one position. Because I was in PT the other day, my therapist was moving my shoulder, moving my joint, and she basically said it's kind of frozen into a certain pattern, and that makes a whole lot of sense. So going back to doing something different, but staying motivated, I'm not a competitive kind of person. So for me, it's just the ability to complete the task. It keeps me moving forward, I guess. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, Croatan's going to be a long ride. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a hard day. So, training each and every day to complete that task is what some people keep their eye on the prize. That's
how I trained for Unpaved. It was just, that continual long days on the bike, not worried about trying to go fast, just trying to have big hours on the bike as opposed to even big distance. Just, knew that was going to be a long day. And Croatan's the same way. It's going to be a long day on the bike.
I feel like nothing helped me for Unpaved.
You got it done. You got it done.
I don't know what I did what I went wrong, but nothing helped me.
Well, you got it done, and that's all that really matters. And you beat the dark. I wasn't that successful. And you didn't go the wrong way.
And you didn't. That was me.
So what about you, Jess?
Matt Whippers. Easily. He's hot. He's young.
There is I do like some of the Peloton coaches. Matt Whippers is one of them. He's very small man, and he's a triathlete, and he always talks about like riding and stuff. And I love Christine Day Eclure. She's a palindrome rider.
Velodrome. She's a track cyclist.
Okay. These are all Peloton people.
Correct.
Okay. How many Peloton personalities?
Thousands.
Literally over 50 classes, over 50 instructors you can take from.
Okay.
So
that's a big difference between thousands, Joey.
That's relative.
I take the so I do an FTP test, and then I do the Power Zone trainings, and I stay with endurance 3 to 4 days a week, and then I do a Power Zone max ride for at least 1 or 2 days during the week. Okay. The number one way I stay motivated is to really focus on who is supporting me along the way. Joey takes a lot of the hits when I start training, so it is really important that I get on my bike every morning because Joey's cooking me breakfast every morning. So for Joey, I get on my bike, and that is the way I stay mentally fit to teach long days and to get through long days of physically and emotionally draining days.
Okay.
So mentally fit is number one. I get on the scale every week for a nutritionist and my talk therapist for my eating disorder. So it is something that I'm conscious of, but it's something that, I do it every week now. So it's kind of been normal. Yeah. Some people don't get on the scale and they're like, I don't judge myself on the scale. And I mean, I get on it every week because it's part of my
It's a direct.
it's
a
a
result.
training. Yeah,
it's a part of it. Now I want to know. I have a question for you.
I'm ready.
When you got back from Memphis and you took like a week or maybe even a week and a half, maybe in 2 weeks. 2 weeks
About
off.
2 weeks. Yep.
Is that a part of the mental training?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
There is no way you can't grind all the time. Like
Yeah.
you can't physically always be in training. So if I take training as precious as I do, and it's usually like 3 months before the start of a race. I mean, that's when I really start. Okay, I'm racing. I got to get back into it. I can't grind all the time. I can't run all the time. I can't cycle all the time. So really taking a huge step back from running.
See, for me, I'm the exact opposite. I am literally the exact opposite. I grind all the time.
No, can't do it.
Because for me, it's about a pattern.
Yeah.
It's the mental pattern of doing this and knowing, like, trying to get back in the pool was hard.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I thought about it, and then it's like, okay, I need this, I need that.
I wouldn't say hard. I would say wet.
When I got on my bike this week, I told Joey, I was like, I'm getting on my bike on Monday. And he's like, what do I need to do to support you to get on your bike? So
that's awesome.
It is. I mean, it's really,
I didn't say that. I just told you what I was going to do.
but like, you know, it's,
She hears what she wants
I
to
hear what I want.
I don't know. I was like, all right, I'll have breakfast and everything.
He
Coffee,
said,
dog.
You know, I'll take care of the dog. You get on your bike. And then in the morning when I drop Blake off in Joey's room, he's like, you're going to go ride now, right? And I can't say no because he put all this time into it. So I have to do it for him.
Yeah.
I get up and make breakfast.
For me,
Lunch, coffee.
I got to stay in it.
No,
If I
can take
break
some.
my routine, once I get that routine, if I break it, I just feel like I've, something's changed. And I actually begin to feel like down in the dumps if something is different. So it's a little bit different mental approach. And I guess that's also what you can say is what works for me wouldn't work for you. What works for you wouldn't work for me.
Correct.
So while it's interesting to hear other people's ideas on motivation and how they go about it, it may not work for you.
Yeah.
I mean, it might be something you want to try.
Yeah.
But it not necessarily mean it's going to work for you.
So the mornings is a routine pattern that I've had before I met Joey, but Joey's a night rider. So when he comes home from work
Night rider.
and he eats dinner, he'll jump on his bike. I'm exhausted by that time. So you really do have to find out what works best for you. And mine's precious. My time is precious because I don't have it. I don't have as much as it precious. I don't have as much of it as like free time as I want. So like that 1 hour in the morning, that's my time. Like that's it. And I just try to make the best of that 1 hour as I can.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what she said.
You're full
1
of it.
hour, good grief.
Joey's been real quiet over there
Yeah,
tonight.
and then
but
he's like zinging me, like zinging me over there.
He's like being
Like,
zing master over there. You got any more questions? Did you get anything else?
I got how much gas does Joey pass while riding his Swift? I don't know. I don't ride like next to him. We're in the same like area. Like we can reach and hold hands, but that's about it.
Inquiring minds wanted to know if
Yeah.
there was an answer to that
Joey's
question.
mom wanted to know about the headband, but of course, like
Sweat.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
sweat gets in your eyes. Like it's easy. This morning I had to unclip on my bike and that wakes Joey up because
It's loud.
my like towel was on the side. So I had to unclip one, reach the towel and grab it. And I was like, oh my God. But like the sweat was just dripping and dripping and dripping because you're inside. I don't have a lot of air circulation. So.
I keep a little stack of like washcloths.
Oh, that's smart.
I went to, you can go to Walmart
Yeah.
and buy like
Steal from the
20
pool?
No, you can buy, they don't do towels at the pool. That's too bad.
Oh, yeah.
The pool that I used to go to doesn't. I took a few.
I remember I
months.
swam 3 days in a
So
row. Not in a
And
row.
put his head underwater none of those times. Like it was above. Like
okay. Anyway, I go to Walmart and I buy. They sell like real cheap washcloths.
Yeah.
Like you can get 20 washcloths for like $3.
Yeah.
They're almost like paper towels. So I'll keep a whole stack of those. I've got literally probably like 40 of them and just cycle them through the wash.
yeah, that's
and
smart.
then there's a dirty pile of them that sits underneath the bike. That's what the sweat drips
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And eventually, once that pile is big, they get scooped up and put in the wash.
Joey
and
has a nice
brought back
Wahoo
down.
towel I use, but it's on his Wahoo. I mean, I Peloton with a Wahoo towel. So
You have one of the Wahoo desks, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Those things are really, really worth.
If you're not going to use a TV, which I used to use a TV, I love having a Wahoo desk.
Yeah.
I usually put like my iPad with Zwift or something. I run a couple things on there, but I could push it away. I can route cords through it. I do want to like hot glue or something, like an electrical strip to it, because the Ceres one comes with power built in. You plug in, I think.
Yeah. That wouldn't be too tough to like Jerry.
Oh no, it's very easy.
Yeah, you could get Jerry to do that.
Yeah, I'll get Jerry. I'll call him up.
Yeah, call
Jerry rides bikes.
He's a Patreon supporter.
Ouch! Zing coming in.
I haven't seen him on a bike in a really long time.
All right, Jerry Porter. Texting him right now. I'll do a Brian involved so he doesn't kill me.
No. Yeah, I've got one of the Wahoo desks, but I use it. I set my laptop on it and I run Zwift, and I've got it hooked up to the big TV, and I run Zwift on the big TV. And I've been doing this a lot lately, watching a lot of like YouTube.
I do that all the time when I ride.
But I've been watching like hour-long like tutorial videos on different
Joey
things.
was watching the other day how to train your dog on a leash while we were riding.
See? That's smart though. That's a great use of time.
I don't think I watched that.
He watches grass cutting. I
Yeah,
know.
he
Do you watch
does
grass
watch
cutting
grass
while you're Zwifting?
No.
And slowly, your power comes down until you're just sitting on the bike watching the grass cutting.
No. It's called the Boring Channel, and there's multiple other channels. It's literally called the Boring Channel.
Okay. Joey, did you have something you wanted to talk about? The big type that's on the show notes?
Yeah. I didn't know if we're still talking about that.
Yeah, no, we can talk about that.
You know,
you
it's
wanna talk
nice
about
sometimes
that?
you relax.
If we don't do it this
You
time,
watch some people cutting grass, taking care of yards. It's peaceful.
I've never watched somebody cutting them lawn.
All right, I get in my zone, if you know what I mean. All right, so Boxing Day. We always do something on Boxing Day.
what is Boxing
Boxing Day is a holiday. I'm not going to get it. Boxing Day is December 26th. It is a holiday.
Day after Christmas, folks.
Day after Christmas. Dates back to 17. I don't know.
He's so tired.
No. So we always do a ride. I was kind of doubtful of doing one this year because of Blake and stuff. But my parents will take care of the doggy.
Nice.
So after I've changed my mind like 4 times today, and I have come back to the conclusion of doing the C&O Canal.
We're going back to the canal.
Let's just do it.
Go back to
So
the canal.
it was going out to Leesburg, then you sent me the planes, then I looked at planes rides, then we talked about Dahlgren, and we kind of settled on Dahlgren before I got over here with Chris, and then I'm like, well, what if the Proteus people, and then if people want to come down from PA, because we've had people come down.
Yeah. The first place we met Tanya.
I do not want to do Brunswick, so I'm thinking it's also a Sunday,
Okay.
the day after Christmas, so I'm thinking of Carter Rock,
Okay.
20 miles up and back, or whatever people want to do.
Nice.
Go north, not south.
So 20 miles up, 20 miles back, or
Yeah.
10 miles up, 10 miles back? What are we?
20 up, 20 back.
20 up,
whatever
20
you
back.
want to do, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just do that. Bring food, bring all your goodies.
There we go.
We can get Proteus folks out there. I just text Lori. That's why I've been like texting Lori, Chris, and everyone, and making sure before
Gonna do a little like bring a stove, make a coffee at mile 20.
I was gonna say that. Yeah,
Ah,
I was to say I got my new jet boil with my French press on it.
like it.
So I did finally figure out how to put a rack on my Kona.
Okay.
Actually, it was easy the whole time. I'm just an idiot.
Okay. No, you're not.
But yeah, so that's the plan. If we wanted to head south, we could get coffee at High Road Cycling or just at Cycle Works, the old Rafa store.
I mean, you're going into a lot of people
But
going in that.
you're going to the
direction.
people, and that is the roughest section on the canal.
Yeah.
So we're going to head north, and we can bring our own coffee.
Okay.
So
So
it should
from-
be in the mid 50s, which is nice.
From Carter Rock,
Carter Rock up to where do we turn around? It's Shepherdstown.
wherever 20 miles.
No,
north
that's
is.
from Brunswick.
Yeah, wherever 20 miles north is, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, wherever you want to turn around. Actually,
Actually, yeah. So
yeah, we're not doing Brunswick, which would be great.
What time?
I'm thinking 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
9 a.m. clip and roll.
9
or
a.m.
9
we
a.m.
roll.
meet.
No, 9 a.m.
Okay,
we
so
roll.
you might want to be there about 8.
Get there 8:30. It's only an hour and 20 minutes for us.
Cool. I like that. It's closer.
We'll say Brunswick takes about 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because we go up to Frederick and down and stuff. It's close for the Proteus people. It's just easy.
Okay. That works.
Chris is going to bring his brother and girlfriend, and Emma's going to come, or Jeff's going to bring his girlfriend.
Let's try to get a big crowd. That would be fun.
I'm going to. I want to start blasting it tonight.
Cool.
Well, so far, if all the Chris and Jeff and all their significant others, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a huge crowd.
A 7 is a crowd.
7 is a crowd.
well, what's great about that too is
We're
7 is a crowd.
like the same way. It's like, yeah, that's a lot of people there. Let's start pulling us back.
no, it'll be fun. It's just easy. Like I really want to do. I was telling you, Leesburg or something, or gravel.
So
But
Boxing Day, 9 a.m. Clip and roll at Carter Rock.
I'm going to do 40 miles, 20 out and back. If you only want to go 10 miles,
That's your call.
your call. We'll
Okay. Perfect. So maybe if you want to do 10, bring a friend that also wants to do 10.
Yeah.
And then you have somebody to ride with.
Yeah.
And usually we go to a Lululemon store because that's their big
Not
sale
the-
day.
No, that
Yeah.
was a pain in the butt.
I want to go there too.
Oh,
They have
you want to
very
go in
soft
the
t-shirts.
Lululemon store?
We did that one. Did we do
We
that?
all
Oh, we
did that
did.
one.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the car. I just sitting in the
Yeah,
car.
we found
I
that
know.
weird parking spot, and we ended
got
up
leggings,
getting.
black.
We'll go to Salsa's that night.
Brilliant.
2 years ago.
Love it.
Tradition. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so we got a big plan.
So funny story though is we were at Salsa's the other night. I gotta say this on the podcast, and then
Okay.
Brian shows up at Salsa's, and I'm
Yep.
like, "Don't go in there; it smells." And I was there, but Brian sits next to us. Long story short, I'm like, Jessica, I want to tell them that it's Brian's birthday. And the guy comes over and he's like, yeah, that guy. And I was like, yeah, the guy was sitting here with the American flag hat and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah. He's like, anyway, we go back and forth. I pick out your ice cream. I pay for it. I pay for my bill and I leave. And they some total random guy they picked out.
it was the table next to us. They actually brought the hat over and put it on
Yes,
the guy's
that's what we
head.
wanted to do
And
for
he was
you.
like,
Yes.
He like grabbed the hat and took it off and was like,
they're like,
looking
no.
around. And then finally gave up and put the hat back on and they brought him the
Yeah.
thing. And
So it might be better that happened.
that's
'Cause it's pretty funny.
Our random act of kindness, Joey. We just gifted that man a very big bowl of fried ice cream.
I know.
I think that's a fun thing to do.
I know.
That would be fun to just on your way
they,
out.
they started singing to the person in front of you, and we're like, it's the wrong person. It's the wrong person. And then when we didn't get a text that night, we're like,
Oh,
this didn't go right. This didn't go well.
So funny. As I wondered, because you get me you're like, did you enjoy your ice cream? And I'm like, didn't have no ice cream, Joey. And then I thought, what's the joke? What's the joke? What happened? Okay, so you guys got any like special things from 2021 that stuck out for you?
No.
Okay, let's skip all that.
Really?
Yeah.
A shop caught
No.
on fire. Went to a
well,
shop sale.
Okay, so your
My
shop
dog.
caught on fire,
Oh, yeah.
but then the community rallied around you to support you and had a big pack strong
Oh, it was very
ride and
positive.
got a new shop and
The pictures are amazing. Like, it literally, I think the pictures are my favorite part. Like, I love sitting there and looking
the
at
fire?
pictures of
no
our,
the picture.
the pictures of the people in your bike shop now that you took.
Yeah, I like that he took a whole bunch of pictures
Yep.
that he has taken many of and had them blown up and put them on the wall. So when you go into the Patuxent Adventure Center, you don't see like stock photography of like some skinny people. You see actual
It's like
real
pictures of our friends.
people
Like, yeah.
that ride out of the shop that are on the walls.
Yeah.
I think that is really cool.
It is my favorite part of the bike shop.
I think it's special and that's a great idea.
Thank you.
I think that was fantastic.
There's a lot of you. Well, at least 2 or 3.
Well, that's
Maybe
why I
4.
think it's such a great idea. Some
Well,
of my
Did
even
Did he
may
have
have
teeth
taken.
though?
Maybe 5 or 6.
So have you gotten the big ones put up yet?
No, I got to get some styrene.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah. If you need help with that, let me know. I'm arts and craftsy. I go to Hobby Lobby and Michael's.
You can bring your
And-
dog to Hobby Lobby.
No,
You can bring Blake.
You know, we really need to do is solicit Tom's help. Yeah, Tom would be all over that.
Oh,
Tom's going to make my teacher of the year binder because it's so much like
He would be
stuff.
He would be all up in
You know,
that.
the cricket going. And
He'd cricket it and bedazzle it, and you'd have like a fantastic display. Now you had another new thing going on in the shop, putting refrigerators in, right? You're gonna put some little drink
yeah.
coolers in. When does that happen?
probably there's some stuff I want to do between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay.
It's usually pretty quiet.
Yeah, quiet window of time to get some internal shop things done.
Yeah, we were going to do it before the grand opening. There's some electrical issues.
Yeah.
So
I guess for me, I mean, we talked so much about the new Diverge, and I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise that didn't happen. You
don't know until you try it.
Yeah, I mean,
you take everything off the Otto.
You'd been bugging me you'd said it many times before. I needed to get a titanium.
It's on the podcast.
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. You talked about it and you threw it out there, and then I guess once the Diverge it wasn't going to happen, and I had this new frame mindset in play.
Yeah.
And it just made a lot of sense. You know, a lot of things came together. And to think about the fact that we were just in Philly for the Bike Expo in mid-November, whenever that was. Yeah. And I basically had that frame in times of COVID like about a month later.
So you're saying Nate's better than me?
Nope. Said Otso.
Otso's better than Specialized.
There we go. No, not at all. It's just, some things happen and it's the way that they're supposed to happen. And I guess that was one of those things because I am really, really pleased with that bike. It's very comfortable. It feels fast, even on those 38s. So that would probably be my highlight from a gear perspective. And then obviously I think unpaved because I put a lot of training into that to actually get that.
That unpaved full nasty. Probably one of my highlights.
Unpaved was great.
Yeah. I mean, the whole weekend. And then
I don't know about the whole weekend. The Shauna thing was kind of
Shauna.
No, just kidding.
Fun. It was a great time, and we're gonna have a great time again up there.
Joey and I slept on a couch, and he claimed I kicked him.
Oh, full on, like
no,
it was Shauna,
like going for like a 50-yard field goal right in the head.
There was no kicking on the couch. I didn't kick him.
She is a poor. We won't get into that tonight.
What about you, Jess? Any things you look
I don't know.
back?
I feel like St. Jude is always a highlight for me because it's like whenever I get done with the last race, it's like I start going for the next race and start fundraising and lining up things and doing little things like that. So I love St. Jude. It's my thing.
How did that come about?
Well, Joey's sister was stationed in Millington. And we did the race, and I ran through the campus one time, and I said, Joey, this will be my first marathon. And he said, okay. That was the year I was signed up to do Marine Corps and St. Jude back to back. But I got cellulitis, and we were in the hospital. So
then I left you for unpaved.
Yep, he left me that weekend for unpaved, and then I did it for my first marathon, and then it just kept going.
Okay.
It was like a snowball effect, the connection with the kids, the connection with the hospital. It was a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
It just came about. And then it kind of like snowballed in. St. Jude's a highlight. Teacher of the Year will be a highlight. Even though it happened the last few days of 2021. That will be a highlight.
What are you doing over there?
He's like giving me...
Oh, he's giving you
hype.
cheers.
He's giving me hype.
Okay. I didn't know
I'm
what
a hype
doing.
girl.
He's my hype girl. Yeah, I don't know. Blake will be a positive.
Yeah.
After so much negative, he was definitely a positive.
Yeah, I had an extremely low moment with a dog.
Yeah.
Then I had an extremely high moment with another dog.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. Well, I guess
that's
lesson...
the way, training goes. Like, you're going to take down parts, and your training's going to take a hit, and because your life is getting stressful, and you just got to roll with it.
And you got a Peloton.
And I got a Peloton.
Yeah. I as much as you talk about that, I really do think that's absolutely fantastic solution for you because I feel like you're really excelling with the Peloton.
Yeah, and I'm not paying a lot of gym memberships because I was paying so many little gym memberships. It actually works out cheaper than doing all the little, like the rowing classes and the Pilates classes and the weightlifting. It kind of compacted into one. And
they call that a slim gym.
Yeah. What? I can't believe I just agreed with that. I'm not traveling in the dark time and running in the dark time by myself. So
yeah.
You know what people always probably say dark time now because of us.
In the dark times.
It's dark. It's like pitch black out.
Dark time.
In half pants.
Yeah.
Dark time and half pants. Probably two things that a lot of people actually probably say. Besides love you bye.
Love you bye, yeah.
And we're closing in on... I get anniversary things mixed up. It'll be 3 years we'll be starting our 4th year with this. Is that how it works?
I think so.
That's amazing.
I don't know
really,
how it
when
works.
you think about it. I need to go back and look at that. It's just the time has flown. To think about doing this
Cheers.
every week for
No.
as much as
I want to
Wow.
redo mine real quick.
Yeah, I want to renegotiate my contract. Is what I would like to do. So,
I think
who do
Wes wants to renegotiate his contract too.
Well, you see what happened to Wes.
Yeah, what happened?
When he tried to renegotiate his contract, you see what happened to Wes.
I'm going to revise it mine real quick.
Okay.
It was a strange year, but we successfully rebuilt a shop
Yeah.
into a better shop. Not a better shop.
Oh, no, I think so.
It's cleaner.
Yeah.
I think so. It's bigger.
Bigger. Well, we did it in a very short period of time successfully.
I feel like you've also had a lot of fun, like ranging. Like you got a little dollhouse over there.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Because you like
Oh, no, we're
put
set.
displays one way and then move it another
You got to
way.
figure out what you want.
Yeah. Did you ever
what people
move the
want.
sofa? I know there was that talk. Of
I'm leaving
somebody-
that where it is.
Okay.
It just flows better.
I actually think it's better over there because it's near where the register is, so you can kind of like
Yeah.
be a part.
Also,
of,
we have that
feels like
area
it's
open
a
so people sit in
center.
the other chairs for service check-ins and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I think that was the big thing in the year. I mean,
Yeah.
the fire sucked, but we came back better. And then unpaved because I was very doubtful that I would ever get near finishing that this
You
year.
did it, Joey.
And then
Yeah.
I was very excited. It sucked to ride that rail trail back because I would hurt.
Yep.
But it was extremely satisfying crossing that finish line.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm going to do next year. Is
Like-
just taxi people along that rail trail because I rode it back and forth so many times trying to find my way that I'm going to like encourage people to keep going because you're almost there. Like you're so close.
Find your way.
Like,
It's an out and back.
You know-
you can't get lost.
I know,
that
that's why I
happened.
like it.
I think I talked about this on the podcast, but in my unpaved kind of like recap. But about 8 miles out along the rail trail at like 9 o'clock at night. I mean, it was dark time. I mean, there's people out there like with the cowbells cheering,
Yep.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
it really did
Yep.
like give me a little
Yep.
bit of extra spark, a little bit of extra pep in the step, and kind of like it's like okay, it may have 8 miles to go on this rail trail, but that's nothing.
That was a
compared
long
to what
8
I did.
miles, though.
Yeah, well, it did feel like a long 8 miles. But you guys want to do some this or that?
No, I think we should end that for. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, let's
Just
do
be
it.
do away with this or that. No, we're gonna actually with new. So we have new.
We should do it this or that.
We have
on
new
this
tech.
or that or no this or that.
We have new tech coming next week, and you remember how we used to do the intro for the this or that, and everybody really liked that. I'm gonna revive that.
boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Dun,
an
dun,
actual
dun, dun,
play
dun.
in. Okay,
Or
first
that.
item. First item on this week's this or that. Would you rather have a salad or a rare steak?
Salad. Why are you laughing at me?
A rare steak. Yummy, yummy,
Is
yummy.
this like a quote? Or am I missing something?
No, you're not missing anything. It was just that you were having dinner and having the salad, and we were getting ready to have meat. And so I just thought, well, we'll be
It's a
dinner.
bag salad. We buy 4 bag salads because if Joey's not home in time, that's what I can eat.
We have an entire refrigerator right now full of like what is the Home Fresh or whatever the
Hello
box
Fresh?
list? Hello Fresh.
Yeah.
I literally have like 8 of them stuffed in the refrigerator. It's like
The other night, Brian's like, I got to go home and do dinner or whatever. And we're like,
You need
you
to
cooking
cancel
dinner?
your subscription.
so. Joey, what about you? A salad? Would you rather have a salad? Does it depend upon
This
the
is a
dressing?
tough one because a good Caesar's. No, I'm going to eat a rare steak.
All the guys are screaming rare steak.
Rare,
steak.
no, lately we've been going over quality over quantity with steak.
Uh-huh.
It's about we haven't done it in a while where we've got
Hey.
just steak, but
You know where you can get a great steak? Walmart.
I don't go in that store.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll go to Nick's and get a nice steak.
I'm gonna tell you what, the Walmart steaks, you got to go early in the morning,
Oh,
but their steaks actually are really good.
I think Walmart's not convenient for us.
yeah.
It's not convenient for anybody.
Because if
Yeah.
I'm going to Prince Frederick, I'm going to Nick's for meat.
Yeah.
Because I'll get a crap ton of chicken for like $2.
Yeah, and just for those, you have to go over to the one
sausages.
in California.
And then over
It's
here,
a
yeah,
ways.
I'm just
It's a long ways.
every so often you're up at like Whole Foods or something.
Yeah.
I want to do a tomahawk night with the boys. Bunch
You've
of guys
talked about that before.
for a while.
That's where there's like all sorts of stuff stuffed inside of the.
No, tomahawk steak, like a big old,
with the bone.
not a
in.
big one, but like, you know.
I did that.
Remember in Memphis when we were going to go to the all-you-can-eat steak place on a skewer?
So, yeah, quick Memphis recap on episode 149 and 151. Jess Googles best places to eat in Memphis, and it's like Texas de Brazil, which is like Fogo de Chao.
Uh huh.
Like, we're in freaking. I'm not going to a chain place, but it was really hard not to say, like, oh, she actually picked a place, and I couldn't complain. But I'm like, why don't we go to, like, Bobby McGee Badoob's over there or something, something local? So we did go to the Brazilian steakhouse.
You did go?
No.
No, we
you
didn't.
didn't.
I picked a restaurant, like we always have a fight. Like, what are we having for dinner? You don't pick anything. You're so indecisive. And then I pick something, and then he just changes it. Like, nah, I don't want that. Like, okay.
We ate local.
This
the whole
is why I don't make decisions.
All right,
Like,
well, in Memphis, we ate local.
So the correct Google would have been best local restaurant.
yeah,
Yes.
yes.
See.
Sorry.
But then I
sorry.
said Google it again, and she Googled best place. Because the way Google works, it came up with something else as like the best place to eat first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We kept it local.
second item on this or that. So this is we were talking about
Wait,
this
are
earlier.
you going rare steak or salad?
Oh, I went rare steak.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Can I go rare salad?
You're not funny.
I cooked salad.
Sleepy Joey is not funny. No, I'm just
Actually,
kidding.
hold on. You get what is it? Romaine stocks. Mm-hmm. Grilled
yeah.
rom- Oh man, you put
Yeah.
olive oil, salt, throw it on the grill, and let it get just a little charred.
Water bottle stickers. Do you cover up old stickers with new stickers, or do you peel off the old stickers and replace them with the new stickers?
I am not peeling off stickers and replacing them.
So you slap a sticker
I
over
just slap.
top.
Yeah, whenever the new stickers come, I just slap them over on top of each other. Sometimes my students slap stickers on here.
So you just don't rip anything
I don't
off.
know what this one is. I think it's cotton candy. Is this cotton candy?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know. Somebody gave me the sticker, and I was like, "Oh, what a great sticker!" And I just put it on there.
I slap them on. I agree. It's like there's also a little bit of an art to how you position the sticker so that you can still see enough of the old sticker that you can know what it. So there's like that homage to the old sticker.
Yeah.
It's still there,
I
but
agree.
it's not the focus anymore. Joey,
I don't do a lot of stickers on bottles.
don't put stickers on bottles. Okay, your
Joey
bottle.
has stickers on laptops,
Okay, well, what about laptops?
and he has stickers on his Yeti.
Just enough. No, I have stickers on this water bottle. I got Bernie Sanders holding the redfish on one.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah,
clean
but
and
it's
simple.
just clean, and there's just not many there.
I feel like this looks like it was built for GTD by Yeti.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice and centered over it.
So you're very anal retentive about your
Sponsored
sticker
by Yeti.
placement. Got it. Third item, Jess, Grinch or Charlie Brown?
Oh, 100% Grinch.
Grinch.
Yeah, Joey says when I walk down the stairs in the morning when he's cooking breakfast, he's like, "Here she comes from Mount Crumpet." Like, I'm like, "Come on, Joey!" Like, he always makes Grinch jokes at me.
Charlie Brown annoys me. He's a little whiny and he's bald. Like, how does he not get a bunch of grief about being bald kid? The only bald kid.
I
He
never
has
thought
like
of that.
3 pieces of hair.
I would go with Grinch, I think, as well, just because that was like for me when I was, and I'm thinking solely about when I was a kid. Like, y'all don't understand this, but when you had 4 channels of TV and the specials came on, and there was no such thing as recording, and there was no VHSs, you had to like know in the TV guide when Grinch was coming on and to be in front of the
Were you
TV.
also doing a puzzle at that time? Were you sitting there like opening your TV guide with a puzzle, like all ready to go? Like,
I would always look for Grinch. I wouldn't care less about Charlie Brown. Joey, which one do you prefer?
Well-
and try not to make fun of me while you're answering. Or go ahead. I don't care.
We did have a TV guide, and we
Did you?
didn't have the record stuff in the 90s, in the early 90s.
Okay.
So we did figure out what movies were coming on
Okay.
through the big old TV guide.
Gotcha.
But I like the Grinch.
Grinch over.
I don't know when the Drew Carey one or Jim Carrey one came out, which is kind of creepy now that you're an adult and you look back.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's more. I think it's more of an adult movie than a kids movie for
A
that.
lot of them are like that. You also
Yeah.
get like
I
having
understand it differently.
having kids of the age when a lot of those movies came out. There was a tremendous amount of jokes, like inside jokes that
Yeah.
adults would get that the kids
Adult
had.
innuendos.
Well, no, the things, just little things like, we'd kind of chuckle at, and the kids are just right over their heads.
Yeah.
So
A lot of movies are like that.
yeah.
I think the Jim Carrey Grinch is a little scary.
So we agreed across the board on Grinch.
Correct.
And I was talking about the cartoon version of Grinch. Honey.
No, I love that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
The
I was
Jim
thinking.
Carrey one's creepy.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with that, honey.
Yeah. Would you prefer wrapping paper or gift bags?
Gift bags. I am not wrapping presents. There is no wrapping presents. Usually we like run to Joey's parents' house and like are like, wait, hold on, we're opening presents in a second. I'm like wrapping with his mom wrapping paper. Like I don't buy my own wrapping paper. Like that's what adults do. I saw you bought some over there.
Yeah. I have some wrapping paper that's like a puzzle. You can put it.
I have masking tape.
I am the worst rapper in the world. I'm both rapping and rapping. I'm horrible at it. I just can't do it. I can't pull it off. Everything is like mismatched and it's not even. Some people really, I think if you have a gift for rapping, you're like a special kind of person.
Joey's sister has like beautiful bows and like, you know, she's very like, she has like nice wrapping paper and, you know, I get it. I get it.
Creases, they're real creased
and they're like
paper.
using double-sided tape to like line the things up.
They take the scissors and make the little bows curly and all that kind of stuff.
6-inch ribbon curls, yes.
No, I'm a gift bag guy all day long. Joey?
I don't mind wrapping. I mean, it's not pretty at all.
Okay.
But I make it do.
Yeah. Well, do you? This is a different. I was listening to some people talk
who
about
do bags are boring.
So I'm not going to ask this question. I was going to ask about like wrapping Santa gifts, but you know we may have some kids listening. I don't want to go there. I don't want to be the cause of some kid. Really.
Oh well, and that's a wrap.
Anything else before we wrap this up?
I still believe in Santa. Santa, please bring me a Peloton treadmill.
Well, I saw him today. And I pulled up next to him and I kind of waved and he kind of gave me the little thing. And then I took my phone up like I was like, I want to take a picture. And he's like, yeah. And he rolls the window down and he starts giving the ho, ho, ho kind of thing. And I'm like taking a picture.
Like, I'm on work release.
on my way to the roadside cleanup. Anything else before we shut this thing down?
Sunday, December 26th. 2021.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Santa's going to be there. The GTD annual Boxing Day ride.
Carter Rock.
If
you don't know where it is, Joe, you're going to put like
I'm going to make a whole thing.
Location thing? Okay.
I'm not going to call it the F around.
Okay.
Because it's just a canal.
You see, I did beep that last week. Did you notice that?
I didn't listen.
Okay, well, I don't really listen anymore either, but I did go back and beep that. You
I
said
reminisce.
not to. And then Joey said, oh, well, it would be funny if you did, so that's why I went and I beeped it.
Yes, I'm going to put some social medias out tonight.
Cool.
I'm going to make a Facebook event.
Cool.
Remember those things?
Yeah.
They work.
Do they?
Yeah.
I like it.
I
like it a lot.
Bring some food, bring a frame bag, bring stuff to make coffee,
That's interesting. So
bring some goods.
Bring
you know what I mean?
We'll have your jet boil. I'll bring a little
maybe we'll have Wehan on there.
I was actually going to send an invite to Wehan and see if he would want to come and do that.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure.
You could probably do 100 miles if we do 40 at the same time.
Yeah. He'd be like, I'll be back.
Yeah. He's not.
What a good guy though. He commented on my Otso. So anybody that he complimented you on your build on the Otso as well.
Thank you.
And don't forget, folks, where are you going to spend those Visa gift cards you got from Grammy? Cutaway USA. That's where you're going to go and spend that loot. And because you save money at the same time. And you're basically
losing money.
Losing money by not using Gravel 15.
At Gravel 15 at Cutaway, you're just basically throwing money out the window as you're on your way to your next group ride. Thanks, everybody, for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. If you want to support the podcast, what's the best way folks can do that, Joey?
Well, you can just come out to our ride on December 26th and take a picture with me. Charge $5.
Yep.
I'll
have buttons. I'll have stickers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, cool.
You put on your frame bag. Those buttons are nice on frame bags.
And how can folks find out about all of that stuff,
Well,
Joey?
if you want to find out, you can go on graveltraveldirt.com, which it probably won't be on there.
I'll put it on there.
Our Instagram handle is at Mid-Atlantic GTD.
As soon as I see the event, I will gather all the details, and I will put it on the website.
Maybe we'll have like 100
trying to
people.
do more of that. Trying to put more stuff on the website that's not just, that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
So it'll be on Facebook, on the website, and on the Instagram. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Joey and Jess's kitchen with Blakey
Blake's
under
kitchen.
the table.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, start calling it Blake's kitchen. That's where you could sell your chicken and chips and all that stuff is in Blake's Kitchen. Thanks for riding along, everybody. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, and respect others.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, Tantium. Oh, Tannenbaum. I don't speak German.